everyone, it's Kay from the Paper Shed. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to week 3 of the bingo. It's going so well. There's the stuff on the channel is just blown up with loads of great ideas and makes that everybody's involved in, which is fantastic. So I'm here with the week 3 sheet. This is a great sheet for me. I've gone with this line here, which is secret, photo, waterfall, inspired, and junk. Now for the junk journal, for the junk, I'm going to use obviously packaging of some sort to do something with. So I probably don't need to prep for that. The waterfall probably deserves a video on its own, so I will have to probably prep for that. And the rest we'll just make up as we go along, and I'll try and make it as short as possible. Yeah, so I hope you join me. I'm going to be going away and collating the information that I need for to complete my bingo sheet. I'll be back in just a jiff. Okay, so I'm back with my first one, and I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up, just because this one's going to be quite quick. So I wanted to show you this. So we're doing secret, and what I want to do is something that I've seen a long time ago on Pinterest, and it's just a hidden journal card, but the way that it's done is super cool. So I wanted to show you this though, because I saw this on I don't even know where I saw it the other day. It was on Facebook somewhere, but she'd covered just a sheet with book page and then printed over the top. And although I've got ink marks, I don't mind that. That's just where it's caught the edge of the papers. Do you see what I mean? So it's just caught the edge of the paper, but I don't mind that because when you cut it up, it's not really going to matter that much. So I'm going to use this for my first piece. And what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to make a pocket of some sort. So we'll use this one. Let me just pop that out of the way. So we're going to use this one, and I'm just going to fold it over. Now, the lady that I saw on yeah. So I'm just going to fold it over. I don't even think that was straight, was it? Oh, actually, one bad. Okay. So we're just going to fold that down, and I'm just going to cut that off. And then we're going to make a pocket, a closed pocket. I'm just going to trim that up there. That's just a spare piece for now. Then I want to decide, sorry, I need that again. Then I want to decide sort of what size I want my pocket. And this doesn't matter. You can make them big or small. So I'm going to go with 5 3/4. Okay, so that's a bit of extra space there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to round my corners on all 4 sides. Okay, just finishes it off a little bit nicer. So effectively, oh, that didn't do that very well. Effectively, it's going to look like a journal card to look at. Yeah. Oh, I do like that. That's cool, isn't it? I really like the effect of it. Let's get on. Let's digress. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to go around all the edges. Okay. And close that up. Too much glue. So we're just going to close all that up, and then I'm going to ink around it. My vintage photo, I have got another one, but I can't put my hand on it. So I've got out gathered twigs, and I really like it with this blue. It's really nice. It's just such a different colour. I did buy actually lots of the different brown colours, like the espresso and gathered twigs. I can't think of the others offhand. But I did buy quite a few browns the last time I was back home. But, oh, I need to do the other side, sorry. So these can be sort of no, it's got to be a standalone thing. So you do have to do the back. I like it a lot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to decide, I need to do this again. I'm going to cut a piece off. Now it's glued down. So effectively I'm going to be cutting a lid off. Okay. We don't need to ink that. Oh, I still need that out. I'm trying to be tidy and it's creating more and more issues. So I've got some pieces of card here. Oh, that'll fit in. I just want to check it though because I've had lots of problems. Yeah. Okay, so I don't need to do anything with that. I've got a piece of card already. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to pop that into there and glue that down. So I'm just going to glue that down. I don't want to put too much of this one inside there because it's not quite long enough. But I want to use the bits that I've already cut off. So I'm just going to level that up. There we go. And glue that down. And there we have a secret journaling spot. Look at that. I love these. And I can't believe I've waited so long to make them. And then all you need to do is actually just decorate the front. So what we're going to do is I'll just get my basket and a bit of stuff. Oh, I love it. I love this. That's cool. So I want a little bit of fabric. Should we use a bit of this? A bit thick actually, this. I need something a bit thinner. Oh, let's use a bit of this because you know, it's easy. Just take off that bit there and that bit there. So I'm just going to decorate the front with a little bit of a cluster. A little bit of a cluster. And glue that on. I can fray this then a little bit. Then, what do I need then? Could get a bit of this. Bit of thread. Should we have a bit of thread? She says, here's the thread. I want dark though, don't I really? I want the blue. Where's the blue gone? Okay, got a bit of blue there. I'm running out of blue. Need to do some more sewing. That's an idea. You could actually sew around these. These would look quite nice sewn up. I never think to sew when I'm actually doing stuff. I don't know why. I think it's because I have to keep getting it out. I don't overly think it. Well, I don't mean I don't overly think it. What do I mean? I don't sort of think about it as much. I'm going to glue a bit of that on. Just a bit. Sporadic. I like the idea of threads. It's quite nice because they sort of end up anywhere. If you don't stick them to your fingers, that is. Come on. That'll do. I've got glued fingers. Then we could do with maybe something a bit lighter. What have I got here? We are. Here. Oh, I do like this though. I like that to go like across, maybe. Oh, see? Come on. Play properly. Play properly. let's get something on that quickly. I just want to just edge this a little. And I just put a little bit of inking on. Okay. So I'm covering it all up now. There we go. Yeah, do that. So we're gonna do that. Squidge it out a bit. And what else? What else are we gonna do? Now I just need some embellishments, don't I? So let's see what we've got down here. That doesn't go. You want something plain, really, don't you? No. No, 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 no. Take it. A little bit of a cluster going on. Let's do a little bit of a cluster. I don't like that blue. I keep picking up the same things. Oh, we've got a number here. We'll put that across there. I wasn't going up there. Oh, I've got a blue butterfly. It's the wrong colour though, isn't it? He's the wrong colour. Turn things over. No, actually, I quite like that. Let's go with that, otherwise we could be here all day. So these bits are inked, so they just need gluing, and I'm going to use a different glue. So I'm just going to put this on the top because I quite like that. So I'm going to put that one here, right on the edge, nice and straight. Then I'm going to glue this down. And before I stick that down, I'm just going to put another little bit under there. It's not stuck. And then I'm going to pop that there. I don't know why I'm overusing my glue. It's awful. And then I'm going to pop that on there, and then we just need a word. But we need something small to go in there, don't we? Something small. Oh, see, this is what takes all the time, isn't it, really? Come what may. That's quite a nice one. Let's get the tweezers and see if I can fit that on there. Right in the middle. If I'd hold my tweezers properly, it would help. Right in the middle, but I want it to come off the label. Oh, that's painful. There we go. Come what may. Oh, I like it. And then you've got your little card that goes inside there. Oh, cool. I do like them, and they're so quick and easy to do. Love it. Okay. So I can tick off now. I can tick off my secret, because we've done that one. Off my bingo card. Yes. Oh, it's cool, isn't it? I made these ones earlier, actually, testing it out. So I put an eyelet in this one, because you can put eyelets in them just for it to look like a tag. So you could make these tag shape. Hey, we could do that, couldn't we? Or use them as a journal card. And then I did this one, and I just put a ribbon slotter in and just stuck a bit of ribbon in that one. But I was thinking of ways of how to, do the top bit. But I actually quite like I like the eyelet a little bit better than that one. but I do like them. What do you think? Cool, huh? I'm going to be making some of them. So let's get on to our next one, which is photo. And we'll see what we're going to do with that. Right, so our next one is photo. And what I wanted to do was have a play with my frame punch board. And yeah, I wanted to see if I could create certain things. So I wanted to show you quickly how to do that. Now, this probably deserves a much longer video for this. And yeah, a much longer video for this. But, you know, we'll do it a quick review. And then if you do want a longer video on how to use it, then let me know. But I'm going to try and explain it to you a little bit better. So you can make square frames like this quite easily. Okay, you just literally put it, these are equal. So whichever holes you put them in this side, you put them in both sides the same. And that gives you an all-round frame. And you can pick the depth of your frame, obviously, by moving your things upwards. So that gives you those. Then I wanted to look at doing like a Polaroid type. And it doesn't take long to figure it out. But let me just get some scrap papers that I don't want. So say we wanted to do, I need the cutter, sorry. I didn't really want to keep getting this out, but I have to. I'm just going to get a couple out for you so that it doesn't really matter what size. Oh, that edge is wrapped. So let's just say we're going to do a 3 1/4 inch Polaroid, okay? And a Polaroid is always slightly longer on one side than it is the other. So that's a square. So we're going to go to 4, because that'll make it quite nice. Okay, catch that piece. That's quite long. Okay, let's just pop that out of the way. And then what we do, that's not square. Oh, I was trying not to prep things so that, you know, you can see the process, because it's a shame when you don't see the process. So what you need to remember with a Polaroid is you've got one end that's always fatter and then the frame around the edge. So this is your thin edge, this is your fat edge. So if it's a fatter edge, it's higher up. If it's a thinner edge, it's lower down. So we set it where we want it, and this could be big or small, it doesn't really matter. You've got your Polaroid that you want to cover. Now this is big. I'm doing it big so to explain it a bit better. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so it's an inch longer. So if you want it to be fatter at the bottom, you put it higher up. If you want it to be, when you want your thin line, you put it lower down. So on this, for the Polaroid, you set one short, one long side, okay? And then what we do, this is your long side, that's your short side. So we're going to pop that in to make our first cut. This is going to be our long side now. This is going to be our short frame, okay? We turn that over and do that side to get our long side, okay? And then on this one, we do one that side and one that side, okay? Then I can't use this bit. I never get it in the right place. So I literally just cut corner to corner. This is the easiest way to do it without having to keep faffing and moving your things. So you cut that out there, and then all you do is you trim that edge to that thickness. So we're just going to pop that into the cutter again, and we're just going to cut that out. I would say just below that line there. And there you have your Polaroid. How quick and easy are they? They're cool, aren't they? And then I wanted to do some, these are cool to keep as well, and so are these. These would be great photo corners. So I've been keeping those. I won't keep those ones though because it's paper. I'll keep that one because it's a nice shape. But yeah, Polaroids. How cool. And you can make them small or large. It's up to you. It depends on which paper you're using or what size paper you're using. That's what determines the size. So for these ones, these are like a negative, or what's the other one? Like a photo booth. And this is the sort that I'm going to be using today to make my photo piece. So I'll just show you. I just need to cut that. Is that wide enough? It's not really, but I'll just do it on a smaller basis. I just want to cut that along there. Then I can pop this away. Stop closing and opening that door. So you've got your photo booth type frame here, and you just do the same thing. So you line it up. Oh, this one's going to be too big. So you line it up and you just do that. There's your small edge, there's your large edge. Okay, turn it over and do that edge. Do the same with this side. And then turn it over to do that edge. Small, large. Okay. And depending on what size you get or piece that you're using. And there's like it's like a slide, like a photo negative slide, isn't it? But I like them. I think they're cool. So that's pretty cool to use. And you've then got this sort of shape. Not that I'm going to be using that, I don't suppose. So you've then got your slides, which I think are those. And as I say, that's your normal frame. And depending on where you put these will determine how thick your frame is on either side. If you have them level, you'll get a level frame. If you have them in different places, then you'll create a thicker edge compared to and a thin edge. And then for your Polaroids, you get those. How cool. I love this idea. So I'll pop those away to one side and get on with our next one. See, this one's a bigger one. So you can make them whatever size you want. I think it's so handy. I just think it's lush. So I'll chuck that one away because I don't need it. And I'll pop this away now because we don't need that. So what I'm going to do is I want to put some photos into these. This will be my photos. And then I'm going to create something with them. So I've not really pre-prepped. I've just picked some photographs. And these are from the Tim Holtz photo booth type ones. And they will fit in here. And all I'm going to do is glue them in. And then once I've glued them in, we'll make something with them. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these in. And then I'll come back and we'll make something with them. Okay, so I've got my photos in my slides now. And yeah, look at those handsome devils. Aren't they gorgeous? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a belly band. So this actually fits on my page like this. Fits full top to bottom. It's a scrap piece that I'm using because I'm trying to use up as many scraps, although I'm making just as many as I'm going along. So I don't know what all that's about. Well, I do. So I'm going to put them sort of slightly on and slightly off. And then I'm going to have these two in the middle. I don't know how I want to do this now, because I can't go above that line and I can't go below that line, because I don't want it to catch on the page. So I'm sort of thinking like this. Ooh. But I'm thinking I don't want to see this craft card, so I want to cover it. So I want to bring something quite pretty. I'm loving this paper, by the way. I think this is gorgeous. I quite like that. Let's just have a look at that, what that looks like. Oh, see, that's quite nice, although it's a bit dark, isn't it? Is it a bit dark? Do we think it's a bit dark? You're not going to really see enough of it, are you, to care? So I'm going to stick this to that and then cut that out. I'm going to use, no, I want to use that because it's got a lot more of the thing on it. Just turn it over and make it all squared up. There we go. And then I'll just cut that off rather than get the slicer out. Right, so I've been overthinking things just lately, which is nothing new there really. I am an overthinker. And yeah, I put my video up for the first bingo, which is really my first video in 2025. And I mean, I know, you know, the haters are going to hate and it's fine. But I am really an overthinker and it really, really gets to me. I mean, I put that out and I've lost about a handful of subscribers. I'm thinking, well, what did I do wrong? I mean, it is. I suppose it is what it is, and I suppose we all actually go through it. You know, I mean, I don't do my YouTube for any purpose than to give me some sort of a semblance of yeah, some sort of a semblance of something to do here, really. I mean, I only really started I've crafted for years, a long time, with different things that I've, you know, with different things. And I only really started my YouTube channel because yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, I only really started my YouTube channel because I was moving to Qatar. And I moved here 2 years ago. I started my YouTube channel in the June before I left. And it was really only because I knew that I wouldn't be able to work here. And because of my age, it wasn't really possible for me to get a job here. Because once you're 60 here, you've you know, you can't actually get a job over the age of 60. You can work until as long as you want to, but in the same job. You can't change employer. Once you turn 60, that's where you're staying. So it's just a rule here, I suppose. But so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to work here. And, you know, because although I had a profession, I suppose, in the UK, you know, you have to be bilingual to do that sort of thing here, which is fine. And I get it. I don't. I get it, and I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't have a problem with it, but I knew that I wasn't going to be able to work. Let's get this conversation finished. And so I will get this conversation finished in a minute. I can't concentrate on what I'm saying and what I'm doing at the same time. So what am I trying to say? So I don't do the YouTube to make money. I started YouTube because I wanted a job to do, a focus, if you like, for my daily week. And it does sometimes work, it sometimes doesn't. But oh damn it, to put him upside down. See, I can't talk and have a conversation at the same time. I need to put him over here. There we go. So I really just started my YouTube channel to give me a job and a focus and something to do here, really, because I've got no friend space here. There's although it's a very, very cultural society here, and arts and stuff like that are very prominent here, there's no real crafting sort of community, if you like. So this is my community base. My community base is my Facebook and my YouTube. And I knew that was going to be the case before I came here. And that's why I started my YouTube. But when you start getting dislikes on your videos and you start getting some awful comments, it's quite hard to take. I mean, as I was saying, I don't do YouTube to make money. So it's not like I'm in it for the money and I need to grow my channel. I really need to do this or I really need to that. I don't concentrate on that at all. But I do like to see how things are going. And, I've had some pretty appalling comments. And the one that's brought it all to a head, really, is because I've had some private messages with regards to the prayers that go on in the background of my videos. And it's, I can't do anything about it. It's not something that I can control. I'm not in control of any of it. And I know that about 4 months ago, the mosque, when we are right next door to the mosque had new speakers and a new amplifier, and it is really quite loud. When you're out on the balcony, it is actually quite loud. So I can understand people's, there's different faiths around the world, and I understand all of that. But to make a comment with regards to something that's out of my control, and I've tried to explain to this person, that I can't. It's not something I can control. It's not something that I can do. And so I've had a comment before, you see. So I had a bit of to and fro with this other person about it. And we sort of come to a mutual understanding. She doesn't watch my channel, and that's fine. But there's good and bad in everyone. And I was quite happy to take it on board. So I have been mentioning in my videos of late, when the prayers do start, I have just been making a bit of a statement about it. And so now I've had somebody else who've said, why do you need to say it? And I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't win. Anyway, I don't want to get any more upset about it than what I am. So we're just going to carry on with a bit of this because it is what it is, I suppose. I'm just going to place these in places, just to sort of bring it all together, really. I quite like that, but I don't know if I want to take it. Oh yeah, I could, but then I don't want to take it off the page. That's the only thing. Perhaps, does need to be there as well. Maybe one would be better. That might be a better idea. Let's just take that off there. and pop that under there so that it's, yeah, that's better. And then I think we'll have this one over here, because that's got a leaf on. I can put this one there, and then we can leave that one for, is that one better? Yeah, see, it's upside down, and it's one that I've cut off, but I could put something else. I like that. What do you think? Yeah, that's cute. That's pretty cute. So we'll stick those down. I'm sorry for my rant. I just needed to get it off my chest. I just don't get people. And I'm just thinking, you know, is it worth all the agony? It's taken me a month to get back into it, and then that's the first thing you get when you upload something, and I'm thinking, oh. But anyway, anyhow, so we'll carry on, regardless, as they say in Britain. So I'm just going to stick these on here. Might just need holding down a little bit because they're Timmy Holtz. So I use that on my other make here, and all I did was I just cut these out, and I've just separated them all and just used them like that instead, and it'll just help bring, you know, this all together when I come to pop it in my journal. So I hope everyone's doing okay and they're not overthinkers like me. But I'm really enjoying the bingo, actually. I think it's super cool. No, I wanted that up that way, didn't I? Did I want it up that way? Yeah. I don't want it to hang too far off the edge because it being a belly band. Might find some words as well to go on here. That'll be quite a bit different. Let that dry while I find a few words. And then if I put that round that way, I can probably cover that bit of misshapeness on that one with something. Let's see. Right, so I've got some white words. I think I've got white words. I've got some white words, yes. I've got some white words, but I do find these a bit, I mind you, I need them to be thin, don't I, this time? Let me pop my glue away before I've not had any problems today, so it looks like I've fixed the issue. So we can put something down here, or under there. So, well, let's just see where things will fit. If something's, look on the bright side. Don't really know whether I like the idea of it being white. Can't really put black on, although you could actually. What does that look like? Oh, I quite like that though. Yeah, but I have to use white now. Could have used the black because it's white writing. No, it wouldn't stand out as much, would it? Choose to shine. It's nice. Where can we put that? Will that go down there? I wanted a bit of a border on the bottom and the top, but there we go. Choose to shine, and then we're going to need one for this gentleman here. like to put stay simple, but I think because he's a gentleman, it might be. Yeah, well, make it happen. Yep. Make it happen, mister. Oh, see, I wanted it to come here. So I'm gonna, because I want to cover that. The cutout was, oh, I haven't made you. I haven't made it straight. Just bear with me just a second. I'll see if I can get it a bit straighter than that. Yeah, because I had to cut around it. I just wanted to cover that up. Oh, see, I like it. So on a page, that would sit like that, and we'd make a nice big journal card to go inside there for journal space. And I mean, you could cover this if you wanted to, so that things would go in and out. So that's my photo. So we've done another one. Let's cross that off. And the next one is waterfall. Now for waterfall, it was, I'd seen something that I quite liked, which was a pocket waterfall. And I have done these before. So I have pre-prepped some of it. So I'll get those bits together. And then what I'll do is I will come back and we'll get on with it. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I decided to go with a pocket waterfall. So all I've done, I'll explain all this first because I've gone ahead and done this, and I'm just going to do the last one with you, the last bit. So I've just made some pockets as a waterfall with writing space on the back of these. I just decided to go with some sort of, neutral type, and I made some, a die cut. Oh, that's open. I'll glue that in a sec. So I just die cut some nice shaped tags just to go inside. This is also writing space. I didn't want to decorate them up. I just wanted to stick a bit of ribbon in and pop those in each of the pockets as extra space. Now this I've used, I bought quite a few of this card, which is from Temu. It's a 4x6. I was going to use them for postcards, but I haven't as yet, and I've got quite a few. So I found those as I was looking through for something to make it out of, but it is a little bit too thick. But it does make it really sturdy. So I'm actually quite happy with the way that it's come out. I've actually done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets so far. So I'm going to do the last pocket with you. And all I've actually done is I've glued them to this same thing. So that I can stick that directly into my book rather than, I wanted to be able to show you, you see, but because I want to use all my ephemera, I didn't want to stick it in because I don't know where I want it or which one I want it in at the moment. So I've stuck it to a piece of card like this. But it does mean that you could actually make them up if you did it like this. You could actually make them up bare and then decorate them as and when you wanted any, which I think is a great idea because they do come together quite quick. I might stick some washi down there as well. I don't know yet. I'll see what I've got. So we're just gonna, I'll just put that to one side, and then I'm just going to score. So I don't really like giving out measurements, but we are working from a 4x6 piece of card. You can make these as big or as small as you want to. I wouldn't go any smaller than this, to be honest, for a waterfall. But because this was the card that I found, this was the size that it came out. So, but you can use any size. So as long as you've got the guidelines to where you cut it, where you fold it, I should say. So I'm just putting my card into the scoreboard, and I'm just going to do a 1/2 inch there, which is going to be my tab for gluing on to create the fold in the first place. And then my card is 6, so I want 2 3/4 here to create my half a sheet. And then you're just going to fold that in, and you're going to fold that over. And we're just going to, this card's a bit thick really, but because we cover it, it's you don't really need to do it this thick, but because this is what I found, this is what I'm using. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to cover the front, because I made the mistake initially of cutting out my circles so that I knew which was the front and which was the back. And I think I would have, yeah, you've got to have them at the top here, unfortunately, because of the way that it folds. So I'm going to cover this first, and I'm just going to use, I've cut out bits so that you're not watching me have to cut out and everything. But I've also just broken, well, I don't know how I've done it, because I've only used it once before. My, I don't even know what size it is now. It's a new one. It's a new one that I bought back. Because I like the EK Success punches. So I've been trying to collect all the circles in that, because I love the way they store as well. So I'm just going to put that on there, so we know that that's the right way up. We may as well glue the back on as well while we're at it. So I'm going to do that, which is going to go there. So we'll get that out of the way. I have inked all of this, by the way, but you don't have to ink. Oh, that one's a bit short. Oh well, we've done it now, so it doesn't matter. And then I want to put my, this is it. I bought a 3/4 inch, and I bought it for the tidbits, because it's the perfect circle for those tiny circles in the tidbit stamps. And for some reason, it just won't go. And I want to push it, and I can't. And I've tried pushing it that way, but it just won't do it. Just won't go flat. And I've only just used it for doing those, and I've used it once on the stamps. It won't, it'll cut to there. So I don't know what I've done, and I haven't got another one, so I'm a bit annoyed about that, because obviously I can't get it changed here. I'll have to wait till I go home. Okay, so we've got our notch just about, so I don't know, I'll have to have a look at that. Anyway, we're not going to overthink it like I normally would. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to glue the bottom and the side. We're just going to close that up. There we go. With this craft card, you have to hold it for so long as well. Okay. So that should be enough for now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the last piece in. So I'm just going to glue that up. I'm going to smooth that out, just because it makes it easier. And then with this, because it's a thicker card, I didn't want to butt it right up, so I'm just leaving about 1/8 of an inch, just so that it's got enough room to, so if you can see, I'm just leaving about 1/8 of an inch from that edge. Level it up and then press it in place, and then I'm going to lift that up and just burnish that down. I'll do it with my finger. And then we have the full one, but I want to do something with the back of here. So I think I'd probably get another one in for a page, but I'm aware that I'm making this quite thick, but it's because I'm using much thicker card. I wanted to do that, didn't I? Yeah, this is the trouble when you use a thicker card, is that I've got to hold it. I can't put my thing back in. There we go. Okay, so yeah. So we've got our 6 in, or 7 in actually. That one doesn't look straight. Oh, maybe it's the paper. It's the paper. So what I want to do is I want to cover that, but I haven't got a big enough piece now. Well, actually I have, because I can still use that as a guide, can't I? Might fit if I put that there. Yeah, I use that piece because it's a little bigger, and I don't want to go and get... I only filled this bottle up yesterday. And it's running out already. So just want to get that in place. Okay. As I cover, get your last ticket in. No, because what I was going to do, I was going to put another piece, this sort of frontage on here, to put another card in. But to be honest, I don't really think it warrants it, and it's already too thick. Although it would finish that off with those. So I don't know. I've just used it though, haven't I? So yeah, that is what I was going to do, but I'm not going to now. So I quite like that. All I've done on the front is just made a little cluster up again. And yeah, got loads of writing space on all of the back of your envelopes, and you've got them on all of your tags in there. So I quite like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this though in the middle, and I've put a Velcro dot there so that when I put it in my page, I can actually Velcro it down. So you could do it from the top or the bottom, to be honest. It would not matter, although my things are upside down now. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do to close mine. So I like it. What do you think? I'm loving these bits that we're making. It's really cool. So we can cross another one. Another one bites the dust. And we're more than halfway through. So my inspired is going to be one from Cara Renee from Be Reborn Art and Healing. She's done some fabulous inspiring bits, and they are from other people, and I don't know which ones they are, apart from the Natasha one that's blown up over Facebook just recently. But I'm going to do the stuffed envelope. So I'm going to gather my bits. I don't need to pre-prep, I don't think, for anything for that. So I will just get on and do it. Okay, see you in a bit. Stuffed envelopes. So we're going to get a sheet of A4 patterned paper, and we're going to make an envelope. And and I've done it again. I've creased all the way down and I didn't need to. But anyway, I need to cut that there. I'm just going to trim that off there and make a square. Every time I do this, I crease, and I shouldn't. So that's a spare piece now. And so instead of creasing, I'll just crease that back just a bit, just so it's not so noticeable. You're going to join those two up there and crease here, and then you're going to join those two up there, and we're going to crease. I've got a bit of ink on that end as well. It's not quite level. Did I not cut that straight? Anyway, we'll carry on. So I want to use these in the middle because I want that covered up. So bring that into the point there, and you can crease this one all the way across. I'm going to bone fold it. Then we're going to turn it round and we're going to bring in the other bit, and we're just going to be shy of them touching. And we're just going to crease that there. Now pick the end. I'm going to round it, so I'll use that end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this sort of here, because you want to come up and you want that to be in the middle there. You want these two pieces to be equal. And it's as simple as that, really. And then I'm just going to fold that over so that that is over there. And crease that in. We're not going to do that side, but I am going to just notch all round my end, and that cuts that little bit of over inking off there. Cool. So I'm just going to glue those now. Where's my glue gone? There. And I'm going to cut that off. Oh, maybe I should ink first. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? So if you are inking, ink now before you close it all up. So I'm just going to quickly ink the front, because this gets stuck down onto a page, and I'll tell you what size it comes out at in a sec. Now you could dibby-dabby that, but a lot of it gets covered, so I'm not too fussed. And I could have used a blue ink actually, but I've started with this now, so I'm going to finish. Okay, there we go. And then we're just going to glue all the way up here. I'm not going to bother notching these. It doesn't really matter as long as they're glued down. It doesn't really matter that much. Just make sure that I don't get no ink on the glue on the inside. So you could dibby-dabby that if you want, just for a bit of colour. I'm not going to for the video, but I might have done if when making it for myself. And you've got a really nice sort of big pocket there, and all you have to do then is stuff it with loads of ephemera. So I'm just going to have a look in my box and see that's quite pretty. Let's just pick some pieces out first, because I've got some biggish pieces that I want to put in. But I want them to be different sizes. That's too big. I've got that piece. I have some other bits. Where's my smaller bits? Yeah. No, I won't bother with that. That one's nice though. I mean, you can put loads in these. They hold so much. It's unbelievable. I suppose it depends on how much room you've got. But yeah, these are really quick to do. And it does get rid of some of your ephemera. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces there, and then I'll stick this tag in because it's got a bit of ribbon on it. So we're going to use which is the tallest? That's the tallest. So we'll stick that in there. Then, actually that might be tall. Oh, there we go. Then I'm going to put this in because that fits the whole thing. And all this can be written on the back of. You can do pretty papers as well. So I'm just using this out of my stash. But you can put whatever you want in there. And that's it. Isn't that cool? So quick, so easy, and it gets rid of so much of your stash. It's just fabulous. You could decorate this up. I'm not actually going to bother, but you could actually put some bits on here if you wanted to decorate it up a little bit more. So that is my stuffed, inspired envelope. I just can't believe how quick they come together. It's so cool. So that's another one off the list. Perfect. That was like really quick. So now we've just got junk. And for this, I'm going to need to prep quite a bit. So I'm going to go away and I'll come back. Okay, so this is my junk. This is a Reese's nut bar. I had them from here. They are Arabic. I don't know whether you get these in the UK or not. I'm not sure. I know you get the bars in the UK. I just mean this packaging. And I saved it because of this window. And I thought, oh, that'd make a nice little cool notebook, that. So nice. So that's what I'm going to do with it. So this had 3 bars in, which I've eaten because I love them. They are actually really nice. I do love these ones. So what I thought I'm going to do is I'm going to make a window, obviously. And I get these books from here. They're school books, and you can see how thick they are. I get about 10 books for about £4 here, which is fabulous. And I love the paper inside because it's got the red and the blue lines. And it's the handwriting lines for you to be able to follow with cursive writing, which I think is great. So I'm using that. I've already cut some down. I've already cut some down. So I've made 3 10-page signatures there, which I'm going to insert in there because I just want this as a little notebook for my desk, which I think will look great. I really like it. I like the idea. So what I'm going to do is they are going to go in there. I've cut it down to that, and this is what was on the end of there. And all I've done with these is just to be a bit more creative. Because I do save all of these pieces, is I've just stapled them together because I've had the stapler on my desk. So I've just stapled them together, and what I'll do is I'll cover these and I'll make them for my journals as little notepads to go inside. That's what I think I'm going to do with those. So I'm going to leave those here. So what I'm going to do first, though, is we're going to need to cover this. And my thoughts were, because we've got this little hole here as well, which is neither here or there. I don't need it in the book, but it's not going to get in my way. So I want to cover it, and I'm going to do it a bit like how I do my journal covers with some black masking tape. So I'm just going to mask all the ends. Yeah, I am. I'm going to mask all the ends so that we've got nice ends. I don't really want to go right the way across. So this is how I would normally do it. Stick it on the top. Oh. Stick that on the top. I haven't made it long enough now. Stick it on the top. It's not very sturdy, this, but we're going to make it sturdy by using some card. And then we want to come down there to there, and I want to put it on the top because I want to how I'd normally do my books is I would normally mitre the corners, which is what you do when you do a journal. So we mitre from where it finishes. It just stops the it just actually stops that from actually coming and rolling up when you recover, when you're covering it with anything. So I'm just going to do that with this side, and then we fold it down I don't want that to be over that aperture. Sorry, I'm not looking at what I'm doing. So we'd stick that on. And I'm going to go, yeah, because this aperture's a bit thinner. Oh, dear me. This is because I'm doing it like this. Not, I want that to sit on there. I also want that to come there. It's going to be wrapped, so it's not like it's too much bother. It is going to come over, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut there and there, and I'm just going to roll that back. Okay. Yeah, you can see how bendy it is, but I will still do that back up. Just need to cut that off there. Take those off. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around. And that one. Do it again. Okay. I'm going to have to cover that corner. Okay. Okie dokie. I'll try not to take too much time now. I'm going to go right across on this one. Half and half. And there. Roll that over. Oh, right to that end. Roll that over. And then we'll bring that back. Okay. This isn't quite how I do my journal covers, but we have to just play with it for now because we're doing something slightly different. So it is very simple. The principle is the same. I didn't do it with that one, did I? I didn't measure it. So like that, and then over we come. Still got too much on. Never mind. We're going to cover it up with this. Okay, I'm going to do a down the spine as well. So I'm going to do down the spine as well. Yeah. Okay, let's just get some down the spine area there. What I'll do with that is I'll just bring it over. I just need to get rid of these bits because they go everywhere and drive me mad. Right, so I'm just going to come down the spine like that, and then I'm just going to bring that down there, and that's exactly the same way as I would do it on a journal. It's just going to give it a little bit more stability, and then we're just going to fold those into place. I'm just going to pop a bit over there because it's, I wonder if we ought to do that inside, yeah. Oh no, because when I do the paper, I'm going to bring it round. Okay, that's fine. I just want to come down here a little bit more. Just to, I'm just going to crease that into there. So it gives it a bit more. Yes. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to pick a paper. Now I've gone on to another blue themed. This is called Lazy Tea Time, I think it's called, by Tracy Fox, and she's got a blue, a yellow, and a green one out with all the ephemera, and it's absolutely beautiful. In fact, these are the ones that I printed off. So this pattern here, printed off on the book pages, and I printed, let me see if I can find it for you. That's the one I printed on there. So it gives it a completely different new style. Is it that one? Yeah, it is that one. It's that way up, look. So that bit there is this bit here. So it gives it a completely new look, and I do like it. It's really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is we want to cover, these are just some of the plain papers that are in the kit, and I just wanted to get some different blues for the ephemera for my one. Now this will cover like so. I just didn't want to do it like that, did I? How was I going to do it? I was going to use the papers to go like so. Yeah, because of the spine. So I'm just going to measure. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to be as quickly as possible because I know the videos. That's just over 5. And that there is just over, it's almost 4.5. No, I'm better off doing it with a measure. So what I want to do with this is I want to pick a nice, although it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be cutting the majority of it out. So I want to just make this and that. Pencil there. So I want to cut that there, and I want to cut that there. I only leave a small smidgen, so I'm just matting is all I'm doing. So it literally is about 2/8 of an inch, I would say. Now I can't see where my marks are. There's one. Okay, there's one. And that's dead on 4.25. So 4.25, and there's the other one. And that one's dead on 5. So just under 5. So just a hair under 5. They're the measurements for the covers. Let me write that down. So it was just 5 by, what did I say, 4.25. Yeah, bang on 4.25. So that's the matting size that I want for my pieces, and I'm going to need 4. So I'm going to cut them out all together. I just want this for the front and this for the back. So I want 4.25. Yeah, by 5 for the back page. And then what I'm going to do to stiffen that up is I'm going to need some thicker card. And what I've got is, I don't think I've got any blues left. I cut it up, didn't I? So I want some of this blue card because I want the insides as plain because I'm going to put pockets on. So I want 4.25 across that way. No, I don't. I want 5 across that way. You still won't get 2 out though, will you? Okay, so 4 1/4 by 5, which is there. And then I'll cut another 4 1/4. That at least give me tag size left there, by 5. And that'll give me, I moved that wasn't straight just now. Okay, so this is going to go on our front, and then that's going to leave a nice black outline, and then this one is going to go on our back, and that's going to give you a nice black outline. So I'm going to glue those down first. I normally like to put another piece of carding, but so normally I would layer the front and the back, just to give it some extra stability really and thickness to the cover. But as this is just going to be a desk book for me, I'm not that fussed. So I'm going to put that on and then smidge it so that it's about right all the way around. Okay, give that a good burnish in, and then do this one. Now for this one you only really need to do the outer edge, which isn't that thick, and it's even thinner on the sides. So down there, a bit thicker there, a bit thinner there. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this on. If we've missed anywhere, we can go back and do it. Okay, all right. It is. I didn't actually miss anywhere, so that was a good guess. Then what we're going to do is we just need to cut out the middle. This is the easiest way I found to do it. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go up to that corner with just maybe 1/8 of an inch away. Same on this one and same on this one. And then what I want to do is I just want to ease it back slightly. Okay, and we're going to cut that off. All right, same with this. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Maybe that wasn't the best idea I ever had. It's because they're nicely rounded, so I didn't want to cut a point. And it will actually glue down. So I'm just going to cut these bits off, just inside. And then I've got to be careful not to get run away with myself, because I need to put the clear piece on. But before I do that, I've got to create something as a design for the front. So I'm just going to glue this in. So I want to glue in there. Come on, glue. Don't start playing up now. Okay, I'm going to just do that so that I can glue that back. And oh, that one's glued anyway because there must have been a bit of glue on it still. Okay. So I'm just gluing all of them back. This probably isn't the best way. I didn't overly think this. I just wanted to get on. I think if it was me, I would have put a square out. Well, it was me. Nobody else is doing it. What I mean is, I think if I'd have thought about it properly, I would have cut a square out. But then you still would have needed to cut to the ends. Let's just have a look. But I mean, it looks fine. That looks actually quite nice. Look at that. Okay. So for the back, I want to put this because I want to make it sturdier. Yeah, I want to make it sturdy. Plus I need to get rid of that hole that was there, and I want to make this more sturdy. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I do have to put this in, however. Let's pop that in next, because the actual thing, oh, no, let's pop this on. Getting carried away, Kay. Come on, calm yourself. Okay, yeah. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna glue this in. Normally I'd use cologne for this. Maybe that's why my thing's emptied so quick. Although I have done quite a few projects in the last couple of days with doing the bingo. I'm so inspired. It's been great. Great for me. So, yeah, that's definitely a lot better. Would have been better if we'd have put cardboard on the top. But I do quite like that. So what I'm going to do is I always stick the acetate in with tape. So that's what I'm going to do. I do believe I have done it with art glitter, and it does stick. But for now, have I got any out? No, I haven't. Typical. Come on. See, it's right at the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, I have cut it out already, so I'm literally just going to go all round the edge. You probably can't see that on there, can you? But I am literally just going to stick all around the edge with this. As quick as I can. Does anybody else do that? I feel like I rush around all the time. It's like my head's so full of things. It's like when I stopped the video, to get prepped, and then I thought, oh, I'll have a cup of tea because I'm dying for a wee. So I went in, put the kettle on, made a cup of tea, washed up, put the washing out, went outside, and oh dear, got all my washing out, and then came back in, finished my tea off, came in here, and started, and I'm like out of breath. I'm rushing all the time. It's like there's not enough hours in the day for what I want to do. And I'm not to a time scale. I mean, I have every day free. It's not like tomorrow I've got to be anywhere. Okay. But I do believe that when I'm on video, I tend to try and rush because I'm worried about it. And I don't really know why. Well, I do know why. People don't really want to watch sort of, really extended videos. Or we think they don't. I mean, see, I watch people that run for an hour or two sometimes. But I'm just listening. I'm doing stuff and I'm just listening. Oh, look. Aha. That's cool, huh? Oh, that was exactly what I wanted to do. That's great. Like that. That's coming on well. So I'm going to put my books in. I'm going to put these in. So I've got 3 signatures to sew in. Okay. Yes. I want to put something down there actually. Oh, what about that? Oh, that fits as well. Yes. We'll put a piece of that on. Don't need to put it on the outside, the inside, should I say. And I want to cut that just there. I haven't inked it, but it doesn't matter because it's already grunged. It's already grunged. Okay. Get that lined up. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. That's pretty cool. Right, so I'm going to wait for that to dry and then I'm going to get these in. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and we're going to do something on here for decoration. And what I'm going to probably do is, what am I going to do? I'll think about it and come back. I think what I'm going to do, never mind me. I'm in one of those strange moods today. Yeah, what I wanted to do was actually create a pocket, but if I do that, I'm going to catch that. I could put some washi across there actually before it goes on because I'm going to make it so that it's at the top. So yeah, maybe that. So I wanted to put a pocket that side and I did want to put a pocket on this side, but to open this way. So I'm going to wait for that to dry and then get my signatures in because that's another big part and you don't really need to watch me do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch because there's videos everywhere. So I'll leave you there and I'll come back. Okay, so I've got my papers in. I've created the pocket for the back there. I've created the pocket for the front and got that prepped. And I've created a tag because I want to put that in there so that this shows through the acetate window. Yeah, I want to do that. I think I want to do that. I don't know. I like that blue behind there. I really like that blue. I should have made the tag blue. And I didn't. I made it craft. See, that looks nice with blue as well, doesn't it? Anyway, we can have it both ways. It doesn't matter. Could decorate it both ways and then change our mind every other day. That would be nothing new. Anyway, let's carry on. So I'm just going to stick this pocket down. Pokey. So I just want to get this out. And I've got to do this because the acetate is right to the edge. So I've got to stick it with this, which makes my piece smaller for the inside, which I didn't account for. So I'm just going to line that up at the bottom and line that up the top. I wanted really to cover that. Oh, it's too late. Too late. Stop changing your mind. There we go. So that's our pocket, and this is going to fit inside here, like so, and stick out of the top. See, it's not quite wide enough to hide that blue there, but you can't tell that much. I like that, do you? But I want to put something on that tag. But I did a pocket here, but I wanted it to be a concertina pocket. So all I've done is, if I open it up, is I've done 3 score lines, 1/4 inch each, and then I've folded it in to create an M. So when you're looking down at the pocket entrance, the opening of the pocket, you need to create an M here to do those concertina pockets. I didn't want a concertina at the bottom because I don't want to bulk the spine out. So I want a flat bottom and an expandable side, and I've made it exactly the same size as that. So glue there. So I'm going to glue that into place now as well, and then we'll decorate that tag and we can call bingo. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of glue inside the M and then run it all the way down the edge here. Okay, into your M, just so that that glues as well. And I might just have to stick some pegs on that just to see if I can. So you want to line that up with that edge, squeeze it in. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong way. Oh, you idiot. I'm going to put it in that way, don't I? So line that up, squeeze it together, line it up with the top, the bottom and your sides. Put it over if need be. I want it lined up perfectly with that back piece. And then I want to glue that in. But what I'm going to do with the sides is I'm just going to get some pegs. Oh, I'll just get some small pegs just to clamp those in there at the top and at the middle. And I just want to do the other side while we do the tag, and it'll just make sure that one, it stays in place, and two, that that M closes at the bottom like we asked it to. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that. Let's just pop those away off my desk because I don't have room. Put my glue back on, and then we'll just decorate this tag a little bit. Now it can't be too much because of it being slidey in-y. So I thought what I'd do, can't create really a cluster. I like this because it's on the other end of my spine, although I might cover my spine. I don't know what to do with that yet. So I do like that and that. And then I thought of just putting a butterfly on, sort of like so. But yeah, I will actually. I think I will. I don't like that. I think just the butterfly on there. And I haven't inked this, so I'm not going to ink the butterfly. I'm just going to get it stuck down. And then, yeah, we can call it done. Need to make sure that it's all glued down properly because it's going in and out of that acetate window. Well, it won't be going anywhere because I won't be pulling it out, but, you know, we have to make it work. So, just going to pop that there. And then I'm just going to put that there. I don't know whether I need to highlight that a bit on something. I think we need something. Have we got any dark paper left? No, I did have, but I don't know whether it was big enough. Here it is. Oh, no, good if I cut it that way though. Yeah, you'd have to cut it out that way, wouldn't you? Are you with it? No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the same paper, so I can't use that. It'd have to be this powder blue. I do like that powder blue. It's nice, isn't it? Let's just do it. I'm overthinking again. So, I should have called my channel that, shouldn't I? The Overthinking Crafter. And then I'll just freehand that. Not that I can cut a straight line, but I'll just eyeball it. It only needs just to be a bit, just for a bit of highlight. There we go. It's not straight, but yeah. Get it on. Get it on. I bet you can hear all that traffic downstairs. It's actually quite loud. I don't know what's going on actually. But it is, what time is it here? It's 10 to 6, so it's like, right, so what, let's just see. So it's like people coming home from work and stuff. Oh, it's a shame about that butterfly not being in full view. Could have brought it down a little bit. Oh, considering that scrap, and it would have actually gone in the bin if it was left to my husband. Take those off. I don't need to, there we go, little concertina pocket in the back there for little notes and things, and plenty of, could decorate that up, plenty of writing space, and then we've got a nice pocket on there which we could decorate up if we wanted to, and then we've got this nice window. What do you think? I think it's really cute. Right, let's clear the desk because we can call bingo now. So let's put our last star on our third week. All done. So considering that was junk, I think we've done really well. So let's see what we have. See what we have. Where are all my pieces gone? Okay, let's just pull those off. So this was week 3 bingo. There's my junk, my nice window little booklet made out of a chocolate wrapping, well, a chocolate box type, isn't it really? With plenty of writing space, nice big tuck spot there, and a pretty front cover. Love it. This is so cool as well. I like this. This has got all writing space on, loads of junk journaling space in with the tags, and that was my waterfall. Then we've got a lovely belly band. I love how that came out. It's so simple to do as well. Oh, let me pop that under there. Then we have, where's my envelope gone? This was a secret pocket, wasn't it? Here's the secret pocket here. I love that. Okay, so that's, see, you can make these in any size you want. I've made 3 different sizes, look, of those. So I've got this one, which is a nice little, I've used the blue card in all of them actually. I just found some of, it just goes nice with this paper. This is the one that we did on camera. Love it. And I love this paper, so cool. And this is the big one that I did, and that's using the papers from the kit and some other bits. And then that's my inspiration. I think I should have decorated this really because it was such a quick project. I should have actually decorated it up, but I'm just so aware of the time. So I hope you like the makes. I'm absolutely thrilled with every single one of these. I think it's been brilliant. So I hope you're all enjoying week 3. Join us next week because it is the last one of the bingo cards, or will be for a while. And the end of the month almost. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.